Welcome, Pisces, to your 2022 Equinox reading. And of course, we are moving into the fall equinox in the northern hemisphere and into the spring equinox in the southern hemisphere. This reading is all about the energies of the entire 3-month equinox period. We're going to start with pulling a card here from these energy oracle cards. Now, all the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below. I'll give these a good shuffle, and we're going to look and see what energies the Creator and Spirit want you to know about that you're coming into this equinox with. All right, so for our Pisces, what energy do you want them to be aware of? Okay, right off the bat there. And you've got walking away, card number 27. Walking out of that gate. All right, so let's take a look here, see what energy comes with that. So this was about letting go and moving on. So this shows someone walking away from an existing situation. She's closing the gate behind her and is walking away into a misty, unknown future. So this card reveals that it could be time for you to make a similar decision, or you had made a similar decision. That's what's bringing you in here. And there may be something that you finished with, perhaps a career goal, a relationship, or a long-term experience of any kind. The familiarity of this situation may be enticing, but you're now ready to look at your options on the open road ahead. In reality, an important new beginning is at hand. So this card also indicates that now is a good time to let go of an old habit, an emotional pattern, or a false belief. No matter how deeply ingrained a negative pattern may have been, you now have the power to release it and move on to a freer, healthier way of thinking and relating to yourself and others. So whether it's in the inner or outer world, this card's telling you that you have the readiness and resources to walk away from the old and move forward now. Yeah. So that's the energy you're coming in here. You definitely have this transition, this new beginning that's coming in. You did a lot of the inner work where you have left something behind, something that was no longer serving you, and now you're entering into this equinox with this energy just bubbling over within you. So we'll also, of course, dig deeper, and we're going to pull cards from the Runic Tarot and get some clarity around this. So let me just give these a quick shuffle. One more time. All right, so I'm actually going to pull 3 different piles. We're going to start off by pulling some cards here to see what do you want us to know about how this came about? What about this situation has this energy available for you coming in? So for our Pisces, what do you want them to know? Okay, they do want to get these 2. And then we're also going to ask your shadow, which is your tour guide in this amusement park of fear rides. So they know what's going on behind the scenes, underneath the surface. So they have information they can give you around what they want you to know about these next 3 months. How are you going to use this energy? What do they want you to know about the 3 months of the equinox? So from your shadow to the Pisces, what would you like them to know, please? Okay. I do want that one and that one. All right. And then we're going to also pull cards here from your spiritual posse up above. What do they want you to know about that 3 months and how you're going to use this energy? So for our Pisces, okay, they do want those 2. Any others? And that one. All right. So we'll start with these and then we'll move on to these over here. So let's take a look. What brought this energy about for you? And you have the 10 of Cups. Yeah, overflowing abundance. So you had found this emotional fulfillment from within, and it filled you up and overflowed into the outside world. 10, endings and new beginnings. So there were some changes that happened here that brought you to this place, right? So I love that. Let's see what else we had here. Yeah, 5 of Cups. So you realized you went through the sorrow of letting the emotions flow. Normally the 3 cups are tipped over and the 2 cups are upright, but they have it reversed here. And if you look close, you can see people just running out of the cups. So there was all this emotion that you allowed yourself to feel and experience rather than resist. And in doing that, you embraced your emotions. You allowed yourself to feel. You didn't suppress it and push it down any longer. So this is beautiful because you were able to really get to the root of a lot of your emotional pain, your emotional fears, your emotional distress, which allowed you to fill up and feel whole and complete. So a lot of this has to do with this emotional choice, because the Two of Cups is that you realize and learn that in any moment, you get to choose what emotion you want to experience through any situation. One is, of course, the unconditional love of the higher realms. The other, the normal, human side of things, that which is connected to the fear of losing conditional love. So with both of those power of choice coming in for you of your emotions, you went back and you processed quite a bit of emotional experiences, which allowed you to feel this wholeness and completeness, allowing you to choose to have this unconditional love be your new choice a lot more than ever before. So with this beautiful walking away from the old ways, the old emotions that no longer served you, you're moving into this new area. And let's see, what does the shadow want you to know about these next 3 months? How are you using this energy? Yeah. 8 of Cups, leaving behind the emotions that are no longer serving you. Walking away from them. Yeah. I mean, boom. You can't make that up. And then you have the Queen of Cups. So here you are. Queen of Cups, she rolls over the water signs. She rolls over emotions. Not only does she have water and roll over it, all queens get double water. She gets an additional dose of water. So she's 2 times the water, which allows her to, like the High Priestess, connect to the spiritual world, deep dive and trust her gut instinct, communicate with the spirit world. She, holds this Ace of Cups in her hand. It's the chalice. It's the Holy Grail. It's full of the unconditional love of the higher realms that I was talking about here. And that is what's allowing you to really master over your emotions and allowing you to really come to this beautiful place of just overflowing with this unconditional love. That 10 of Cups just is beautiful. And then your spiritual side of your posse here, what do they have to say? Yeah. The Star. So connecting to your higher powerful self, wish fulfillment. You have bringer of water. This is an Aquarian energy, so it's bringing of water energy. You're bringing this beautiful living waters to the world. And because the Aquarian energy, the Star, is very much about groups and helping humanity move to another level. And so all this beautiful work that you're doing in awareness, I mean, you got emotion all over the place here. You are allowing yourself to share what you've learned with individuals. And it's going to be different for every one of you, whether it's on a small scale or a large scale. But what you've learned from all of this, you are sharing with the world, which is making an impact. You are presenting different ways of doing things that are outside the box, not normal, because normal ways aren't working anymore. The world needs your new ways, the new ways that you are going about things. Yeah, because you have the Hanged Man, seeing things from a different perspective, a higher perspective. Again, 2 major arcana here, coming here. This is life-changing, life-altering ways. You are seeing things from the spiritual, higher perspective instead. Yeah. And you have the Devil, which is the shadow side, which we already heard from. The shadow doesn't, it's not a bad thing. We're taught devil, evil, but the shadow, our tour guide, is a part of us. And it basically has taken on the responsibility for us to take us on the tour, to show us the things that are making us feel small, making us feel bound, making us feel sick, whatever it might be. It brings the information to our face in not subtle ways, but it's like Dr. Evil in the Austin Powers series, where, he's the villain, and Austin Powers, he's playing the villain, I'll say, and Austin Powers, he's also playing the international man of mystery, the spy. He's playing both characters. And so, but Dr. Evil captures Austin Powers, and he's attempting to stop Dr. Evil from doing his evil plot, destroying the world, taking over the world, whatever it may be, whichever movie it was. But Dr. Evil would always spill the plan to Austin Powers because he was planning on killing him. But he would always escape and foil his plan. Even later in the movies, people would be like, don't tell him it. He's going to escape and stop it like he always does. And sure enough, he'd spill the plan and he would do it. So that is basically saying that our shadow tells us, look, this is what's impacting you. These are the things that are holding you back and holding you down and making you feel trapped and constricted and in pain. And then wink, wink, nudge, nudge, they're telling us because they want us to escape from it and transform it. So beautiful energies coming in. 3 major arcana from the spirit realm, letting you know you're going to do wonderful things with this ability, that you were able to walk away from these emotions that were no longer serving you. And then we're going to pull a card here from the Seed and Sickle deck, which is a great deck. It's very unique. It has one deck, but 2 books, one for dusk and one for dawn. So we're going to use this to get a card, and the card is going to tell us what is falling away from you, and then what is springing forward or sprouting in its place. So let's take a look here. Let me just shuffle a couple more times. All right. So what do you want our Pisces to know? What's falling away and what's going to sprout up in its place? Okay, I feel like it's this one right here. And you have the Chickweed, card number 9. So beautiful card there. We'll put that right here. And we'll start off looking here to see what is falling away first. So what is falling away? It says, early flowering herbs, which appear when the rest of the world is still cold and bare, are full of valuable nutrients, proof that things are returning to life. Chickweed is one of the first herbs to grow in spring and is eaten in spring festivals around the globe to bring longevity and health. A series of small blessings are due to appear to you, so be sure to make the most of them. They may appear modest and insignificant, particularly after such a long period of struggle, but the benefits and good fortune they will bring are numerous. So you do have some of this reward that came in from all these things, that those things, like I said, are short-lived, and those things are falling away. So you are making sure as you're going through this equinox, the steps that you're taking and the way you're sharing, you're going to get little benefits, but I want to say that they're not, they're perishable items. So you got to eat them up right away because they're going to spoil. And so you're eating them. And so they do fall away as you're eating them, like fruit on a tree in the harvest. When they drop to the ground, they start to rot. They're no good. So it's like you're eating of the fruits, but they're short-lived for that period of time. But what replaces it? Let's take a look here and see what replaces those fruits. And it says, in Japan, chickweed is seen as lucky and is included in a dish prepared for the festival of Nanakusa no Seku. I probably murdered that. The festival of 7 herbs is what it means. Chickweed and other early herbs are gathered on the morning of January 7th and prepared whilst reciting a prayer for good luck. New growth is fast to appear at the beginning of spring, and the first green leaves are a good omen of things to come. A period of waiting is over, results are starting to appear. Fortune's blessings will soon be yours. So, yeah, you're giving up the little short, perishable things for this major, wonderful fruition to come instead. So it's okay. You're willing to let that go. It's like that meme where they have a little girl, little child that has a teddy bear, little small one, dilapidated. It's missing an eye, missing an arm, filthy, right? And behind this adult's back is this huge brand new bear, 3 times the size, and they're asking for the little child to hand over the small bear, but they don't want to give it up because they haven't seen that there's this big bear that's going to replace it. That's the energy I feel with this. So love, love, love it. All right. And then your final card is going to be from the Wisdom of the Avalon Oracle. And this is going to represent, by the time you reach the end of this equinox, what energies that you're going to be taking into the solstice, or what reward, if it'll tell us anything about the reward, we'll take that too. But for sure, the energies that you're taking into the solstice after this equinox. So for our Pisces, what would you like them to know? Okay, they do want that one, which is interesting. It's almost the exact same snake in both. You can see the snake there. Snakes are about rebirth and change, so don't freak out. Knowledge and healing, card number 23. So let's take a look here and see what your final message here, this energy that you're bringing in. So it's still the same. It's like what this is ending here. You're bringing in this abundance, right? So the serpent's message is one of healing and of gaining knowledge. Whatever situation you're in right now is meant for this purpose. The serpent also reminds you that knowledge is important. Perhaps it's time for you to read a book or take a class in order to gain more understanding of your inquiry. Or you may need to ask questions of others who know and can help you. So ask the serpent and you will be guided to the right answer easily and effortlessly. The serpent heralds success if you follow his signal. The serpent also lets you know that you may be suffering because there are aspects of yourself that are wounded and still need tending. Now is the time for this. Perhaps you need to rest, meditate, and allow the knowledge to come to consciousness. Or maybe you just need to sleep more. Another aspect of serpent energy is that each time you experience a healing or learn new things, you may need to shed your skin, walk away from your old skin, and adopt a new one. But don't worry, the serpent says that it's a necessary and beautiful thing. So don't freak out about letting things go, letting old skins go and move into new things. It's very transformational energy. So I love all that for you. Beautiful, beautiful energy coming in here. Now, Pisces, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these readings, I also put out weekly energy updates for each individual zodiac sign, also monthly readings for each zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button, and that does give you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, then you will be notified of all new videos that come out on this channel. Also, doing those things, it helps spread the love, and it also helps my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like a video, you share a video, you comment on a video, and especially subscribing to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so crazy happy, it wants to share the videos and messages of this channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am very, very grateful for that. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and I just recently introduced a sliding price scale where for my recorded personal readings, there are different price points you can choose for the same reading, so you can choose one that's more in alignment with your budget. So all that information is listed in the description box below. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Wow. I'm so excited for this adventure for you. And as you're going through this equinox, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing journey. I'm sure we'll be talking soon. And in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.